Hey, my fellow housing market nerds. It's October 2024, and the tea is steaming hotter than pumpkin spice lattes. Home sellers, if you're in the Northeast, you've been riding high on that sell quick, sell high train. And those of you down south over to the mountain states, it hasn't been quite the same ride because the station came up real fast, and yep, the market has cooled in those locations. Buyer traffic is ghosting harder than your last bad Tinder date, and the more sellers have left wondering, where did all the offers go? So here's the scoop. Buyer traffic is at an all-time low, like your high school reunion attendance kind of low. And get this, we're seeing more and more markets falling out of a seller's favor and shifting directly straight into buyers' markets. Wait, what does that mean? So basically, buyers are giving that hard pass on homes that they used to fight over. No bidding wars, no love letters, no midnight Zillow scrolling. The frenzy is over, people. So as you can see here by my fancy chart, I've been tracking 928 markets across the United States. And the number of markets that are moving back into either a balanced state or a buyer's market state, which simply means that inventory stacking up, is up 17%. So these markets here are no longer in the seller's favor. It's harder to sell your house right now. And the markets that are still in the seller's favor, like I said earlier, is in the Northeast. So we're talking upstate New York, New England, over to like the Midwest and Illinois region. There's always fewer buyers in the fall, but this year it's pretty low. Fewer buyers means that sellers aren't getting those sweet multiple offers and deals anymore. Some homes are sitting longer, like way longer. We're talking about price reductions becoming the new norm. So if you're selling right now, you might have to cut your asking price just to catch somebody's eye. It's like dating in your 30s. Lower those standards, guys. And now the big question, what about those cities where the markets are really shifting? Well, we're starting to see inventory really stack up in areas like Miami, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Austin, Texas, pretty much all of Florida. I can just keep naming Florida cities for probably the next 10 cities down on my list. In these locations, home sellers are sweating harder than a dog in a sweater. Homes that would have flown off the market in a weekend a few years ago, they're now just sitting there gathering dust. So if you're a home buyer and you've been waiting on the sidelines, maybe this is your moment, but maybe it isn't. Price cuts are definitely happening, and you could score a sweet deal while sellers are getting a reality check. But what about interest rates? I've been looking at the bond market, and it looks like bonds have fallen, which has the opposite effect on interest rates. So while interest rates have fallen over the last couple months, I don't think that's going to be our future over the next couple of months. So we're still waiting for these magical interest rates to come down. So until interest rates really do start to come down, and you're in one of those buyer's markets where inventory is starting to stack up and you need to sell your house, I would say my advice is to get cozy and maybe light a candle and prepare for those long haul, because you're going to need more than a good kitchen redo and curb appeal this fall. And buyers, go ahead and flex those negotiation muscles, because this October, it's a buyer's world and we're just living in it, man.